Like I always tell you, the media is our absolute enemy. The media exists to represent Western interests and Western agendas in Kenya and in Africa. Now, in this picture, you can see this is a propaganda piece, a very typical propaganda piece. And in this case, they are glorifying the idea that African women should not get children. They are trying to present it as freedom for the girl. And you can see even the image that they're using is a totally different from the traditional image of an African woman. And this is the point. This is the image they want to implant in the brains and the psyche of the girls that they're targeting with this sort of propaganda. And it's part of the Western agenda to wage war upon the African population. Now, this Western agenda has been in place for at least since 1954. If you read the CIA documents that had been released by various people over the years, you will see that the West, specifically the Americans, have been having a very, very major campaign against the growth of African population. And this is how it's manifesting today with such media stories trying to push the culture to reject children. Because the West can foresee a time when Africa will become a superpower if the population reaches a certain threshold. And they're doing everything within their power to prevent that from happening. Now, the media that is in Kenya, instead of representing our larger interests as Africans, they represent the Mzungu interest in Africa. So anything coming down the pipeline from Washington and London, you will see it in Nairobi newspapers, because the elite of Kenya has been the most traitorous and sellout elite in Africa. So any single Western agenda that is against Africa, the elite that rules Kenya will promote it, and the media will put it on full blast.